sitting down here with Drew Tranquil. I wanted to ask you about that 4th and 5 stop on Josh Allen. We talked to Spags on opening night, and he mentioned that Nick Bolton actually designs a lot of the pressures mid-game. Could you speak to what it's like to play on the same field with him? And then do you come up with any pressures of your own?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of different pressures in on a week-to-week basis, and Spags relies a lot on the players on the field to say, hey, what are they doing protection-wise? What are you guys hearing? What are you guys thinking? And we've got such a large call menu that we're able to kind of draw on some stuff and make collaborative calls in critical moments.
This week is obviously just insane with all the media. How do you stay locked in and focused on the goal at hand?
Well, it's great. On one hand, it's like our fans deserve this. The game deserves this. It's good to get the recognition that it deserves. But you also have to refocus, recalibrate. They do a good job with our scheduling of giving us small, pockets of time after events like this media session to kind of refocus before our meetings.
And then the challenge of stopping Saquon Barkley is not an easy one. How do you go about preparing for someone like that when you probably haven't faced an equivalent with the speed and just the ability to break off a big play?
Yeah, he's incredible. He's had an historic season. It'll be all 11 hands on deck. To stop him, we'll have to be gap sound, we'll have to be assignment sound, and we'll have to be great tacklers. I think at the end of the day, after this game's over, the defense who tackles the best is probably going to win the game.
Mostly it's one in the trenches, so yeah. I'm here with Chris Rowland-Wallace. I wanted to ask you, you've stepped up in a big way this year. How have you stayed prepared, and what has the preparation been like for this game?
I just try to just prepare as if I'm playing, but I got a great group of guys in the room, and the staff, so they all help us prepare. As far as chipping away at this week or whatnot, we've just been doing what we've been doing all year, so yeah.
Who would you say in the defensive back room is maybe the most helpful and has helped your development?
Outside of Coach Spags, Coach Merritt, Coach Double D, I would say all the vets in the room, but one name I would say is Justin Reed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one of my final questions for you. This is obviously the biggest game probably of your life. How do you go about keeping the nerves under control and staying not only focused but kind of blocking out the noise?
You just said it, just blocking out all the noise and just focus on kind of just what matters. So yeah.
Chris, I appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate it.
You've played in a lot of Super Bowls at this point. Could you describe, I guess, the preparation going into this game when you've already done it so many years in a row?
Well, all is really just got to keep focused on the main thing, Treat it as keep your preparation as if it's just another game, That's probably the biggest thing. Don't make it too big, don't make it too low. It is a Super Bowl, but still, it's another game. You got to prepare the same way.
You guys are one of the best tackling teams in the NFL. Could you describe the challenge of tackling Saquon Barkley and just going after him?
Well, Saquon's really a phenomenal running back. It's going to take all of us really run to the ball to get him down before he really gets started. But yeah, that's really it. After the end of the day, you guys go with the same mechanics of how to tackle, knee bend, leading with your hips and all that. So you just, yeah.
How much pride do you as a team take in, holding running backs to historically low numbers over these 18-game stretch? I don't think that you've allowed a 100-yard rusher in the last 18 games.
It's really goes to show all the guys in the building that are putting in the work and hours as well as coaches, And, of course, we got a lot of great run stoppers, a lot of pass rushers that get to showcase their skills when we get them to those passing downs. So it goes hand in hand with everything we do.
And then my final question for you, talk a little bit about your charity in Kansas City and all the great work that you've done, helping local animals, if I'm correct.
With the Dairy 9 Foundation, that's just something I always wanted to do when I got into the league. Helping out any from shelters to dogs and everything. I just felt like it was the right thing to do to be the big brother in my community, just to lend a helping hand.
Derek, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.